Good afternoon, good evening, good Cinta, good y'all, whatever it may be where you are. I'm not Sports Cards. Hope you're doing well. Remember to like and subscribe, comment, tell me what you're thinking. What do I got here today? Brand new release, hot off the presses. Star Wars High Tek 2024. We know it's 2025, but they don't ever care about the calendar. So we got a new release. I'm just gonna go through I've seen some openings, prices, what I'm seeing on eBay, the checklist, the odds, all that stuff. High Tek is a set that used to be great, and the 2015 2016 era of High Tek, very, very interesting. They skipped it for a few years. I think they brought it back first. Was it last year? The first year that they brought it back? I think so. But one of the big differences is that High Tek used to be on card autos, and now they are stickers, which we're familiar with. So here are the cards. If you're looking for the latest box, blah blah blah, 100 characters each box. You're guaranteed two numbered parallels. I think so. The boxes are $199 each. I think that's what they were on top. So they might have been a little cheaper. You can buy them right now on Dave and Adams for $199.95 each. I think you might even be able to get a little bit of a discount because they have that $25 off coupon, but I don't know if it applies to this. High Tek is something where they have a ton of different parallels. There are, what is there, 3, 6, 7 kind of patterns. So kind of mirror sport cards in that sense. There's numbered cards 25, 50, 25, 10, 5, 1. I don't see if do they have printing plates? Because they've had that for a while. They have these kind of subsets. They also have a black and white autographs, and black and white cards, or the black and white insert set. Double-sided autographs and dual autographs. All the black and white autographs are 1/1. They're sketch cards, and there's 20 cards per box. I'm going to show you a little bit of an opening in a few minutes because it's very odd that it's not really a pack. It's like, I don't know, it reminds me of those 1986 fucking, God, man, I'm not supposed to curse, Kmart collectors boxes that you used to open, where it's just like a box with cards in it. Well, we'll go over to eBay. We'll see if we can't see some of the cards better. Here is a sketch card. Don't buy any of these right away unless you're, hey, look at this. So David Adams has it at $199. Here is it for $150 a box. Oh boy. So maybe I was wrong about what, it's sold out on the top site, so I'm not really sure what's up with it. So it's mostly, I will say something. Like, it sounds like I'm being negative. I'm negative on the sense that I would have preferred Finest or Masterwork now. And I think that High Tek's just not a set that people gravitate toward. But the cards look good. Not telling you, I'm not running out to buy any boxes for sure. I might look at some of the, here's a cool Mandalorian card. Again, the Mandalorian with Grogu. I like the look of these cards. It's not just the standard, kind of chromium. Like, I'm a little over what I call like the QVC bespeckled, bedazzled, like sapphire and other looks. I like the look of these cards. And if we don't get Finest, I might buy a few. Ultimately the issue is that it's like kind of, hey, we have a lot of this stuff. Let's go over to the, let's see here. Let's go over to the checklist real quick so I can show you that. So here's the checklist. For the most part, it's like, there's whatever there is. It's like 100 card set that is repeated over and over for for all the parallels. There's not a ton of, what I look for is like, hey, is there anybody in here that we have not seen cards from that I care about? Like, I'm not going to, Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo. Like, I think we've seen that before. Obviously, we've seen Admiral Holdo, but like I'm not looking for those kind of random characters. The biggest character that is in this set that we have not seen a pack pulled card from is Ezra Bridger. Ezra Bridger from the Ahsoka series was not in Topps Chrome. I don't think he had autos in. We're gonna have to see if he has autos in this set. But that's probably the biggest card in here that I don't know why Ezra was not in the. And the other one will be Hugh Yang. I do not believe I've seen Hugh Yang sketches. Now both of them were in Throwback Thursday, which I count them however you want. But these are. I want to say they're pack pulled. Sadly, Throwback Thursday is more of a pack than these are. But, again, stuff that you see released into the market. IG-11, IG-88, Jango Fett. Like, there's just not a lot in here where I'm like, oh boy. I'm a Rogue One and an Andor collector. By the way, there is like no Andor in here. There's some interesting choices on this, which is like, I think there might be two. There's Rogue One in here, but there's Luthen from Andor, and I don't know if there's anybody else. So on a card, we'll get to the autographs in a minute, but yeah, I mean, Luthen Real, 1 out of the 100 is from Andor, the biggest show that's about to come out. And Ahsoka, again, we're going backwards here, but like there's Sabine from Ahsoka. Hugh Yang, Hera, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Ezra. There's another Deidre Mero's in here. So they have a Captain Rex from Ahsoka, which is interesting because Captain Rex is only in that, World Between Worlds episode. No Acolyte, no Space Dumbo from Skeleton Crew Neil. Not that we really thought that was going to happen. Just you never know. Maybe they would have given us. But the one thing I want to point out is like the Ahsoka Tano is from The Mandalorian and not from Ahsoka. That's such a weird choice, right? Like, I don't get it. Not that I guess it's the white robe. It's like Gandalf the white versus Gandalf the gray. Just a weird choice, and I don't really care much about it. But so that's the base set. To me, the two chases out of this, unless you're like a super character collector, are really Hugh Yang and Ezra. Here's another interesting one. This is a really interesting one. I meant to mention this to my friend who's a Bad Batch collector. Is they have Caleb Doom in here. Caleb Doom is actually, so for those of you who are a little less initiated, and I'm one of those people that doesn't really... I know, but I don't know that much, is Caleb Doom is Kanan Jarrus. It's the very first episode of Bad Batch. He's the young Jedi who escapes, and Caleb Doom becomes Kanan Jarrus. So it's another interesting choice that they didn't put Kanan in here, but they put Caleb Doom, and I'll be interested. I wonder if we can find that. Let me see if I can find that in here. I wonder if anybody has one for sale, because I'd love to see what it looks like. Caleb Dune, any chance? Anybody got one? No. All right, well, we tried. Oh no, here it is. I just spelled it wrong. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, it's just, that's not, I thought that they would have Kanan, Caleb, same character, come back at the end of Bad Batch, and I was a little disappointed when they didn't. I thought it was a neat touch at the beginning that kind of the Bad Batch saves Kanan, who gives birth to all these other characters and storylines in Rebels, but not here. Let me see if we can find an Ezra. Oh yeah, here's Ezra, gold 50 out of 50. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I Space Jesus. Yeah, just like I like, kind of like that. Probably should buy this, right? Like that's what I would tell you right now. Is it like It's the Omega 50 out of 50. Sure, there are plenty of better ones. We'll make an offer. I'm not really gonna make a real offer, but we'll offer 50%. And if they take it, they take it, right? All right, make the offer. Can we not? Okay, everybody knows where I live now. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I doubt it'll get accepted, but to me, that's Ezra's the live action Ezra rookie card. That's a bunch of different debate. But so that's there's stuff for sale. I wonder if anything's sold so far. Let's go look at that. But we're gonna I'll bring up this auction on here. What about highest? Let's go with highest. What do we have here? Is the sorting function completing link? Where's sort? No exact. Because I have it as Ezra. Let's just go here. Sold listing sort highest. Okay, yeah, it's just cases and stuff. Interesting. Cases selling. These are pre-sales, so these are like a month ago. Maybe they did come out at $100 a box. I don't know. Here's what this is, a dual auto Fennec and Boba. This is the magenta. This is last year's. Yeah, there's the Hera and Jason's in dual auto. It's an interesting duel. We'll go back to the checklist real quick, and we'll see what we have here in the auto section. These are all kind of like, I don't know why they do this, where it's like, hey, here's the checklist. It can't just say, all of these are in all of these, right? It just has to be a list of 100 cards over and over and over again, and it's all the same. I hope. If not, I'm a real moron. Let's see. Yeah, DiGiamiro, Ahsoka. Yeah, I can't imagine there. Huh, wait a minute. There is one more here that I might have forgotten about. Chopper. Chopper is another one I forgot. So there has not been a live action Chopper card. We're going to look a little more into this in a second. Highly doubt we're going to see a Dave Filoni auto on top of that, but I would like to see the Chopper cards. Let's go through the auto list, and then we'll go see if we can find a Chopper card. It's over and over and over and over again. Black and white variations. You've got Ahsoka, Grogu. Like, I'm just... I don't know. I'm not looking for reasons to buy more cards of the same characters later and later and later. Sometimes, like, if something strikes me, a cool insert or something, I do like these cards. Like, probably should have just bought that Ezra. Flat out, should have just bought it, but whatever. We've got a Wookiee Tech. Now, that sounds like a terrible set. Chewbacca, Chrysanthemum, whatever. Wolfaro. I don't know. Just not interested. Spectacular Species. Don't care. Maybe there's some characters in here. No, I just don't care about any of these. Bosk, Watto, Kit Fisto, Glenn. Just don't care. Like, especially when you, like, and for human, they use Tobias Beckett. In the world of worlds, what are we doing here? Shadow Tech? I don't even know what these are. This looks like, I don't know. I'll these are all subsets, I guess. These are the inserts. Darth Tyrannus. Anybody interesting in here? No, listen, I guess you're getting my point here. It's like, I have cards of all these characters. I don't just need another random reason to spend $150 on a box to get a card. Let's get to the autos. I would be interested in some of these inserts to see what they look like. But more interested in unique characters, or I don't know. There's Cassian Andor from Rogue One. I don't know why they just did all Rogue One instead of any Andor. Okay, so here's the auto list. If there's anybody huge that pops out here, we have Diego Luna. We have DiGiamiro. Obviously, big ones. Adam Driver. I think the autos are like maybe one or two a case, somewhere along those lines. I have the odds. It's harder for me to calculate. Man, they don't make this easy to show. Yeah, you can't see either side. Um, it's like, why can't they just move this so that they look together, right? Like, what do I need all this blank effing space for, right? Yeah, this is here's some of the autographs. So an autograph is 1 in 12 boxes, but then you have all the other autographs that seem to add up to probably another 1 out of 12 boxes. So it feels like they're 2 per case, but I could be wrong. Sketch cards are every other case or every 3 cases. It seems every other case, because a basic sketch card is 1 out of 29. The black and white diffractor variations, so 1 of 1. I mean, it's so hard to figure out how many boxes. That's 1 in 1,300 boxes. You have this one here, which is the black and white autograph variations, is 1 in 6,200 boxes. How many of them are there? So we go black and white autograph variations. Let's just go over here for a second and see how many. Okay, so we have black and white autograph variations. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them. But we don't know. I think they're 1-of-1s. So if they're I think they're 1-of-1. So 14 times, that would mean there are 84,000 boxes, or somewhere in that, in that range. Is that right? 84,000 boxes. So 7,000, around 7,000 cases. Yikes. Sure, whatever. I mean, it's one pack per box, but still, whatever. I don't know. Like, I wish that Topps was required to just tell us, hey, we made this many boxes. That's why I love good old Rittenhouse when they're like, here, it's on the outside of the box. This is box 237 out of 9,000. Way to go, Rittenhouse. We'll go back to the auto list here, because I was just, but now, so it seems to be that it seems like 2 a case, 1 to 2 a case, sounds about right. I mean, the big autograph signers, you have a lot of the big ones. I'm super happy to see the Carrie Fishers not on this list. I hate that when they take dead people and then just roll out their stickers. Is Kenny Baker on here? No. There are lots of big names on here. Adam Driver, Benicio del Toro, Diego Luna, Daisy Ridley, Emilia Clarke, Ewan McGregor, Felicity Jones, Hayden Christensen, Harrison Ford. I think they're Keira Knightley, everybody, because I'm skipping whatever, Donnie Yen and Forrest Whitaker and Ivano Skakno, like Shin Hati, Jennifer Beals. Like, it's a pretty strong auto list, but it's not an auto per pack. It's not, or an auto per box. So like your cost per on an auto here is pretty high. And there's sticker autos. If you dig that, you dig that. But clearly that's what you're chasing here. I just don't know the market's appetite for stuff where it's like everybody got so jammed up on the original Chrome that the market for Galaxy has not been nearly as strong. And this is a set that I sit from the standpoint of like, I hope that it doesn't sell, and then I can buy it cheap, and then I can pick up the cards cheap. I don't want to pay the price that they're at. It's essentially, a lot of the game here is that I like the cards. I think they're overpriced. Again, getting back to the list, Lupita, no, I'm not going to do a John Travolta there. You got Sabine Wren, Natasha Liz Bordizzo, obviously Mark Hamill, Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Hera. You got Nick Nolte, Natalie Portman, Rosario Dawson, Ray Park, Samuel L. Jackson, Stellan Skarsgård, Timothy Olyphant. I mean, the auto list is, Mace Windu, Samuel L. I think it said Samuel L. Jackson. The auto list is pretty, good. Like I will tell you that, like, I have to admit that the auto list is probably, I mean, Galaxy is similar to Galaxy, that there aren't a lot of crappy autos. Now we don't know, did they put in 50 Riz Ahmed and 50 Phil, 500 Phil Lamars and 500 Amy Sedaris's, versus there are probably, 25 Mark Hamill's in here, or whatever the number may be. So just because the auto list is strong doesn't mean that, it is an equal distribution of the autos. So, cool. Yeah, what, can't complain about who the signers are. Dual autographs, I remember looking at this and thinking I like some, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, cool, Obi-Wan and Vader. Harrison Ford and Peter Mayhew, Solo and Chewbacca, I think is cool. Again, these are all cards I'd like to have but would never pay the price. Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver. It's strong pairings. Like, they didn't get to these. There are, we'll get Ian McDermott, Hayden Christensen, Diego Luna, Felicity Jones, Rosario Dawson, Hayden Christensen, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Evan Witten. Oh, that's Jason Sandula and Hera. McDermott and Park, Sidious and Maul, Adam Driver and Andy Serkis. Give us a Kino Loy and Diego Luna, Tamara Morrison and Ming-Na Wen, Boba and Fennec. So that's cool. The double-sided dual autographs, I don't know if Topps had pictures of those. Those are definitely more rare. The double-sided dual autographs. Oh, okay, that's the one. So maybe there aren't as many. I take it back. So the double-sided are 1 in 6,000. And there are only 3 of those. So maybe there are only, that makes more sense. There's only 20,000 boxes of these. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, like 15,000 cases or something along those lines. Still a lot of cards, but not nearly as bad. So here are the black and white autograph variations. I think these are one-on-ones. I'm not big on black and white. Some people love it. Like there are a few black and white sets in the 2010s from the original Star Wars trilogy. It's not my thing. At least they're trying something, but this is obviously, I just don't know. Like, it's Rosario, Timo Morrison, Ray Park, Hayden Christensen, Ian McDermott, Harrison Ford, Adam Driver, Billy Dee Williams, Mark Hamill, Samuel L. Jackson, Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman, Oscar Isaac, and Daisy Ridley. It's pretty strong. I think as strong as it is, like, get rid of, I guess Oscar Isaac is pretty good. Who would I throw out? The immediate one I would throw out is Tamara Morrison, because there's just enough of it, and I don't really need an Ian McDermott or a Ray Park. Like, there's just enough in Billy Dee Williams. Like, whatever. I mean, it's good. Like, it's so the checklist is pretty damn good. So, let me switch back over to here, and I just want to show you a little bit. I'm not going to show you much of this opening, but this guy was opening a box, Star Wars Sith. I'm not going to put a link in here because I'm too lazy, but I want to just show you like what the box looked like. So he went to, I know like an ad's going to pop up in 2 seconds. So here's the box. You open up the box, and inside the box, it's just cards. Like, you don't even like have to open a pack. It's just a box and like just a stack of cards. And that's what it looks like. I mean, again, I tell you, the cards look nice. He hit an auto in here of, I don't know, one of Padme's Sabe. That's Rabe. I thought it was Sabe. I don't know why, but that's just me. Who the hell is that? It is Rabe. So instead of Keira Knightley, it's Carol Kristen De Silva. Okay, sure. Yeah. So, hey, can't hate on it. I think it's I think they're pretty cool, right? Like, I like the cards. It just, hey, at $50 a box, I'm a buyer. Maybe even $80 a box, but at $100 a box, I'm just gonna buy singles, right? Like, that's my overall thing that I like to do anyway. It's the better way to do this. Let's get off the sold listings here and go to the, let me see how I can get rid of that. I got outbid on something. Don't outbid me. And my offer was declined. I bet you my offer was declined because that car, wait, open link in new tab. I wonder if somebody bought it. Oh, no. Oh, they just turned it down. Should just buy that Ezra. In all honesty, like, is it overpriced? Yeah, but it's 50 out of 50. Blah, blah, blah. Should I smash buy? Should I smash buy? You know I should. Buy it now. Confirm and pay. I just took it off the screen for a second. And we'll go back here. All right, I bought it. I don't know. Like, so instead of, like, that's what I did. Instead of buying a box for $50 or $100, I bought in the Ezra, to me, what is the Ezra, first Ezra pack pulled, box pulled card, 50 out of 50. If it wasn't the Omega, I wouldn't have bought it. I certainly would have waited for it, but it's just, I like Ezra. I liked Ezra in Rebels, and he wasn't in. I would have liked to have seen them follow through on their rook. That's something that is they definitely didn't do, which was follow through on the rookie designation of, where they did the debut in the previous one. So this is the Chopper. It's just not compelling to me. I really wish Dave Filoni had done autos. If they're going to put Chopper in here, how hard would it be for them to get Dave Filoni to sign some stickers, right? All the old stuff is on card, and that would still be more valuable, but it would have been cool. Like, and this just does absolutely nothing for me. Like, I do enjoy the distinction between the live action and the animated, but it's yeah, I don't know. I just that Chopper does nothing for me. Happy about buying that Ezra though. So again, getting like back to the, I'm not going to go deep into the odds because they're just too hard to see. They're just too hard for you guys to see. But like hitting a gold, you hit a gold in 1 in 4 packs. Who cares, right? Like, so golds are really not that hard to hit. I mean, you're going to get 2 numbered cards in each pack, and gold is the worst one. So you're getting a numbered card in each pack. I believe gold is the worst one, right? Yeah, it's 50. I don't know what green is. But, so I just bought the worst serial number to Ezra, and I paid a lot of money for it. I couldn't help myself. I'm a degenerate. But I degenerate on this stuff. Listen, I don't know, guys. I like, you just witnessed the full power of the Death Star, like, of me going, I think these things are too expensive. I'm gonna buy them anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not interested in sketches. Here's an autograph. I'm telling you, they look really cool. They look really cool. I want to hate on this set a lot because it's kind of like feels like an unnecessary product given the fact that we don't have Finest or Masterwork yet. And Masterwork is, what we're waiting on is 2023 Masterwork, not even 2024 Masterwork. Like, I don't know how they're going to, because they're so far behind on it, but whatever. I don't know. It's like, they definitely put out too many sets last year, and this year they haven't put out nearly as many. I think they put out 11 last year, and we've had Sapphire, Phantom Menace, Topps Chrome, Galaxy. So 3. This is the 4th. I don't know. I actually think this will do well. I think this will do better than. It depends on how quickly, like, they haven't even announced Masterwork. I think this will end up doing well. So, yeah, that's my general thought. So, Remember, tell me what you think about this new set. Whether you're going to be buying it, breaking it, what are you going to be doing? Whether I got it right, where I got it wrong. But that's going to do it for me. I'm not Sports Cards, and I am.